Hi, students. One of the websites we're going to be using for our Art for Action Extinction project is this website called ECOS, Environmental Conservation Online System. It's run by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. And this is the page that is linked on your slide. And what you can do is you see that it says all threatened and endangered animals and all threatened and endangered plants. And also you have delisted species, meaning they were on the endangered species list, but actions were taken and they got to come off it. Like the bald eagle actually was on the endangered species list many years ago, but environmental groups took action and made DDT a very poisonous pesticide. They made it illegal in many court cases. So sometimes the environmentalists win and endangered species win too. Sometimes they have to get reclassified. And so we're going to use these two. If you're interested in an animal or a plant, you would start here. And what you're going to get basically are lists, and you see that there's the scientific name and here's the common name. And you're going to have to put both in your slideshow, okay? So you want to find the common name. You see that we do want to make sure the listing status is endangered or critically endangered. Threatened is a little bit, threatened as before, is a little bit softer, meaning it's threatened with extinction, but it's not so, there's not so few individuals as to make it endangered, okay? There is a region, you see the region, and this I means information, and you see the regions are divided by numbers, and you see that there's 72 pages of information here. So we've got salamanders, frogs, water dogs, lots of different information. You can search this. So let's say you're interested in turtles and finding out what turtles in the United States are endangered. And I just did that and I see that there's 0 entries, but I don't quite believe that there's 0 turtles. All right. Oh, it's because I added the S. So I got rid of the S, and you can see now that there is the Alabama red-bellied turtle and the bog turtle. Now you can see where the bog turtle is, and you see that this red-bellied turtle, it says wherever found. And you see that there's quite a few different turtles. There's 2 pages worth, all right? And North Atlantic, so this is something that's in our region. We are the North Atlantic. We're a little interior, but if we were going to go to the shore, we'd go to the North Atlantic from here. And we can see on the next page, all right? So now what you might do is once you found, if you find something in the US that you're interested in, especially regional, if you're really more interested in, you know, what's endangered in New England, then you might want to figure out what region we are. And we see that we are region 5, okay? So we're region 5. And you see that all the numbers are region, and it tells you what mountain prairie, Alaska, southeast, northeast. So we're region 5 in the northeast, all right? So when you look at region 5, these are just contact pages, but we can go back to our species, all right, and see what here's the environmental ECOS, and then we have US species, but we're going to start here at the ECOS. And once again, we'll go into endangered animals. And then we basically want to look at region 5, okay? So here's a salamander. That's in our region. That's it's under the threatened list. And we might want to, let's see if we can just put region 5. All right. Well, we can't search that way, unfortunately. So we would just hit next. But once you find an organism that you're interested in, and now look at all the salamanders, amphibians. Salamanders are amphibians, and a lot of them, a third of them, are endangered right now because basically a lot of the toxins that are in the waterways. Toads, you might be interested in toads. And we can find that there's a Shenandoah salamander that is endangered. So once you know about it, you can click on the link once you find an organism. You either can search for it in the search engine. Remember, don't use the plural. And then you just have to give it some time. It takes a bit to get to that source. The other thing you can do is now you can switch. So now you're going to have a lot of information about it. You're going to have the range information, and that's just going to shoot you down the page. Candidate info, it's going to tell you if there is information. All right, it's going to tell you about that. It will give you some general information. But now you can actually take this Shenandoah salamander and you can go over and copy it here. And Control C is copy. And then you can learn a little bit more about it. If you can't find enough information here, you can learn a little bit more information about it in the IUCN Red List page. All right. So, but look at, there's all this, there's articles that are here, and you want to pay attention to the dates, right? Because they're getting older and older. And these are just supporting documents. So that's how you can find a United States organism that is endangered in the United States. And then you can take that and you can go ahead to the IUCN Red List. And in the next video, I'll show you how to use that.